Hello, welcome. Today we're doing a special reading, Moon Oracle message in honor of the November 27th, 2023 full moon in Gemini. These messages are by life path number, and this reading is for life path number 6. If you're not familiar with your life path number, there are a lot of resources online. I highly recommend finding one that you trust and utilizing it to understand yourself better. The basic calculation is adding up the day, month, and year of your birth, and you add that up until you come to a single digit. If you happen to come to a master number, combination 11, 22, 33, 44, those can be parsed down, or you can read them as a master number depending on where you feel like you are for yourself at this time in this life cycle. So if you are a master number 33, you may also resonate with the life path 6 in terms of what you're here for this life cycle. And so you may, just because you're a 6 though doesn't necessarily mean you're a 33. So discern, learn, and let's get into the message. First, we're going to take a Moon Magic Oracle message. These are lovely cards that have a brief message to help us attune to what it is we need to look at right this now, at this time, for the full moon in Gemini for our life path number 6. So just tapping into the energy for our life path 6. What message do we have for our life path 6 during this full moon in Gemini? There's a little heart chakra cleansing music going on in the background here, making me feel some kind of way. Here we go. We've got a beautiful imagery there. Beautiful imagery. And the message says, I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. So maybe this is a time where you are starting to really look into your nature versus nurture. How are you really in any environment? What makes you feel home and it's safe? And no matter where you are, what is it you lean into? What is your nature? And sometimes our nature isn't so pretty. Sometimes our nature is subdued because the way that we are to be seen. But when we seek to understand ourselves, all of that becomes very evident. So this is the Venus giving one image. Again, very lovely card there with that peaceful serenity, it looks like. So if you're curious about yourself, look at your true nature. Maybe see what's on the shadow side of yourself. What needs to come out to support and nurture yourself? How can you seek to understand yourself better? As we're at the full moon is illuminated. It's illuminated in the sign of Gemini at this time. And so we look at the two sides of Gemini, the twins, how we can be different and the same. And what is it, the masks that need to come off, right, in the full moon? What do we need to release in this cycle so that we can bring something more in? Those are the kinds of questions I look at for this moon cycle, the full moon, and what I consider when I'm talking to myself about it. So, but as a life path 6, what message, what guidance do we have for the life path 6 at this time during the November 27th full moon in Gemini? And whenever you stumble upon this video, this moment may have passed on the calendar, but you can always reflect back. That's what the moon's doing right now, is reflecting back the light, the truth of what really happened, what's really going on. So what's our message for our life path 6? What are they encountering right now that's so important? Do they need guidance on? What message do we have? So we're going to go ahead and just take a card up, and you and your loved ones are safe. The new moon in Cancer. We'll just take a moment to read a brief message for that card. So there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. Attuned to the moon. Make sure you put family first. And, that's a good message, especially if you're curious about your true nature and you're seeking to understand yourself, because it is in our family, in that dynamic of the people that we are closest to in terms of family. And there's maybe relationships that you just don't want to break the bonds, and that's your family. And maybe relationships you've established or grown into, and that's your family. There's a lot of things that we can really look at the nature of ourselves and understanding ourselves when we are in tune with our family dynamic, and when we are showing love in our family, when we trust that our family is safe and secure, that we are together, we can feel safety and security in ourselves, and we can look to understand ourselves better and say, okay, this is how I can love differently. This is how I can understand to be loved differently, and use our voice to speak about that. So I hope this message finds you well. Life path number 6, I hope it helps, and many blessings to you as you seek to understand yourself at this time, letting go of what you need to during the full moon so that you have room for all the blessings to come in the new moon cycle. Amen.